Hello, everyone. This is Kev. And yes, it is my turn to do the Black Manosphere Show of the Week. So, welcome to the channel once again. Thank you. And please, if you haven't, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Just want to talk to you for a second because I don't know. This is something that I have dealt with for years. You know, as far as being in the social landscape of dealing with my people. And it's like, you know, we don't like to say things such as, you know, we're good men or we're nice men or something like that, because in the Black community, that is always contested for some odd reason. And I don't understand what is the problem with anyone being agreeable. Like, you know, just being a person that is easy to approach and even easier to work with. And, you know, especially when you are a heterosexual Black man. So let me just start out by saying this, and then let me give some shout outs. Being nice for a heterosexual Black man, especially in 2024, is a terrible idea. Now, I'm not telling Black men that you have to be complete assholes. You have to be mean. You have to be violent. You have to be threatening, intimidating, you know, all those words that would probably attribute to this stupid fucking narrative they call toxic masculinity. But the thing is, it's just like being nice or being somewhat of a level-headed individual as a Black man in the Black community for some reason is a bad thing. I mean, shit. And I will explain like this sort of what we go through with different groups of people as Black men. Yeah. So shout out to the Replay Gang. Although this is a pre-record, you know, there are going to be people that are in the Replay Game because, of course, I premiered this and it's showing live. So if you're making comments in real time, if you ask questions, I probably won't answer them. I mean, that's from a probably to a definitely. But yeah, okay. Shout out to the members. There's 19 of you. You know, thank you for, you know, supporting me month after month. I think that's some really cool thing. When you can stay committed to a content creator and it motivates that content creator to keep pushing forward and doing the content and continue to deliver what the people like. Shout out to the chat mods. Yes, if you got a blue wrench, really appreciate you. That means that I trust your decision making on this channel. And, you know, shout out to every loyal subscriber and viewer of my content, you know, who has stuck around and been there for me, you know, if not every step of the way, then some steps of the way. It truly makes me humble. Okay. So why do I say that being nice for a straight Black man is 100% a terrible idea? All right, let's go through some different dynamics, okay? All right, with different groups of people, okay? And let's start out with the white folks, Caucasians. Yeah, you're a nice Black man. You are speaking with whites that are sort of tone deaf and, you know, don't understand, you know, the whole race dynamic thing, and, you know, just or you know, they do understand the race dynamic things, but they're looking for excuses to cover for their piece of shit grandparents who was throwing tomatoes at Black kids trying to walk into a school. But when the nice, agreeable Black man, I'm not talking about Black women, because see, that's a whole different dynamic right there. It's like you start hearing little things, you know, he's one of the good ones, which is very insulting. It's like if you hear like somebody like that say, oh, you're one of the good ones, that is to say that the majority are bad, or, you know, many of us are bad, and, you know, we are the stereotype. And, you know, I never for once liked that, even though I'm a very agreeable person for the most part. And it's just that It's just that you're telling me right off bat, if you're a white person, you're like, well, he's one of the good ones, and you're not like the others. I automatically believe that you adhere to the stereotypes. That, you believe that black men are lazy, that black men are criminal-minded, unambitious, weak, conquered, defeated, violent, just criminals. I mean, y'all bring up these dumbass stats. I mean, well, if the stats are true, then they're not that dumb. They're facts. But it's just that I would rather not navigate in life with any group of people being the happy Negro, the magical Negro, those kinds of guys, because it's definitely not a good thing. I mean, for, the ones that are these happy Negroes seeking white approval, trying to make sure everything is okay and everything is calm. I'm not saying deliberately start a race war or anything like that, but we don't catch things, or we catch things when it is too late. And if we were to ever catch it right offhand, we can check it right then and there. My problem was I used to always catch it right offhand, and I would always let them know that, hey, don't let this nice thing fool you. I may act like I'm just a calm guy, but I'm no pushover. That's one thing. And that's one thing. If you're one of these dudes that, you can't help but smile when you get around white folks, hey, how you doing? And you're doing it as an attempt to disarm them. I kind of believe that you're making the problem slightly worse. Because for the upstanding black man that catches on to the bullshit, it seems like the happy Negro is more afraid to approach it. It's almost as if, being a happy Negro, especially in a workplace, is a survival tactic. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. Speaking my mind has, was very off-putting to some. And, as a, someone like me who was supposed to be, in their perception, nice and somewhat timid, it really was surprising when, certain Caucasian individuals used to try to get over on me as far as, you're saying little slick shit and, trying to think that they can try to lean towards saying the N-word because they ain't gonna do shit. And I let them know right offhand. And I mean, like, one thing I noticed about these Caucasian folks is they would go immediately seek validation from that one Negro, that one black person who always would sit up there and try to defeat the racism as far as I view them. Oh man, he ain't mean it like that. I hate that shit. I hate it. I've heard friends say it and it never made me like it at all. I mean, so don't get caught up in that shit, black man, because like that's I don't know. That's insulting. That's an insult to your intelligence. It's almost as if it's like the political party that bring buckets of fried chicken and potato salad and, come in there wearing Jordans and kente cloths. Is an insult to your intelligence. It's like, it's trying to attempt to remove actual history from your mind. And I do understand some of you guys, we're not victims. Bo, you're not victims, but I'm the kind of guy that's not a victim, and I much rather not forget. Because see, those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. So, okay, cut that happy nigga shit out. Like, seriously, like, you getting on my fucking nerves. I mean, like, my nerves they're only important to me, of course, but you know what I'm saying. But let's move forward. Enough talking about those people. And let's talk about the people that we are most concerned about. We're talking about black people. We're talking about African Americans, the melanated ADOS, FBA, diaspora, people. You know who I'm talking about when I say black. So I should not have to define that for a black person, honestly. Because, see, if I have to define it for a black person, you're pretty much insulting my motherfucking intelligence. I mean, it almost as if you want to assimilate to whiteness without actually saying that you want to assimilate to whiteness. But, you know, with black people, when you are a nice person, like, our people will quickly mistake it for weakness. See, because of like the stereotypes that black men have. Like, what stereotypes? No, yeah, we're lazy. We don't want to work. We don't want to acquire any power. We're criminals. We love to take shortcuts. Oh yeah, and we're always killing each other. Yeah, black men always killing each other. You know, yeah. But when you are the opposite of all of those things, you would think after all these complaints you hear from your own people that this would be, you know, endearing to be nice and agreeable and calm and you don't want any trouble, you know, and all that other stuff. You know, the person that sits in the corner, minds their own business, and also somewhat observant of the things that are going around, you know, not really looking for a conflict. I mean, you know, somebody like me, I try to reserve judgment on certain things, but other things I just can't help myself. But it's like, when I see this, it's like, why are people trying to teach me how to be a good person when most of our community only endears the bad ones? I mean, the pookies, you know, you got mama protecting the criminal the criminal element in our community. You know, you got women that continue to validate these guys, you know, thinking that they're tough alpha males instead of just cowards who carry weapons, you know, and need 5 and 6 other guys to help them in a fight with one guy. And, you know, yes, that does spark a bit of resentment. I mean, you women out there that's giving these old losers all this pussy, man, look, I ain't even talking about you. You know what I'm saying? You can do whatever the fuck you want. And then when it backfires, come to spaces like this, you know, on YouTube to complain and moan and cry about how these men are, when you choose to fuck these guys unfucking protected. Oh, but when it comes to the nice, calm, reserved guy that seems to have foresight and direction in his life, oh, that's no good, huh? That dude's a lame. You know, he couldn't protect you, even though, like, because of his not calm, nice demeanor, his image, you don't know a fucking thing about that guy. Some people are just nice and calm just so they won't destroy every fucking body. Before the stupidity that is observed on a day-to-day basis, especially from our community. Hell, you ever got into a fight with one of these old vagrant ass niggas? And it's like, instead of like a lot of people trying to stop him from being a stupid fucking vagrant, it's always people that would come to they would go to the person that they felt that they is easily approachable or easier to approach. And they'll tell that person, like, even if the son of a bitch on the other side is wrong, they'll come to you, or they'll come to the agreeable party. Or, you know, and this has happened to me quite a few times. Yeah, so, you know, I'm not trying to make this so much projection. They would tell me to be the bigger person. Which, like, that never sat right with me. It's like you're basically saying, hey, you know what? You know, I like the other person because they're a fucking asshole and they hate you, even though that may not even be the case. That's what's in my mind. It's like, even though they're a fucking asshole, I like the fact that they're getting on your nerves. So I'll come over here and tell you to be the bigger person because I know I can't approach that person with that. And no, I don't accept that. That is fucking cowardly. That's how families get fucked up. You're always damn giving stupid ass shitty motherfuckers a pass. And then you hold these agreeable black men, these so-called nice black men, to a standard that you're not willing to hold anyone else to just because you believe that these nice black men are easier to approach. This is why black men are saying, fuck this. Like, seriously. Be the bigger person. And it's like you're one of the good ones. Like it kind of is a different meaning when it comes to Caucasians, but it seems like to be an even deeper insult when it comes to our people. And the reason why that is because our people actually believe that being one of the good ones puts you in this special category of people that, are not like the other blacks that they have ever encountered. The black guys that they raise themselves, but want to complain about because, like I said, shit backfires on people all the time. So, yeah. So, like, I don't like hearing it from white folks that you're one of the good ones, but I damn sure don't like hearing it from black folks. I mean, we don't think being a good black man is an endearing trait, and many of us don't think a good black man exists. Basically because of the poor choices that we made ourselves, and we just want to project those things onto everyone else. Oh, I couldn't have made a horrible choice. It was him. That is very prevalent in our women. They make a mistake, it's automatically the world's mistake. It's the black man's mistake. It's not their mistake for choosing someone besides the nice, good man. And I'm talking in a literal context. I'm not saying that, this is a guy that calls himself good, but he may not be that good. Because see, that's the framing that most of you idiots want to establish. So, yeah. That one kind of gets under my skin. Like, to see my people, that we should, and I say my people very fucking loosely, to see them actually shun the more agreeable part of the community, treat us like we're fucking weaklings, it's quite damning. And this encompasses in factors into the reasons why most calm, good, black, nice, I would say black men who have direction in their lives take their talents elsewhere. Because all they see is nigga shit. And all they seen, all of even some of the wiser people in the community endear the nigga shit. It's never checked. It's like, check the fools. I don't care. Girl, boy, whatever. Check them. Hold them to the same standard that you hold the nice person. Tell them for once to be the bigger person. And if you're like, well, I can't really talk to them, you know how they are, then don't fucking approach me then. That's the attitude you guys need to have. Don't approach me with that weak shit. Even accuse them of things. Hey, you just like that motherfucker better. You don't like me secretly, so that's why you can't check that motherfucker over there. See, just don't accept it. Don't accept it at all. Don't accept it. Don't. Because see, that's like I said, they mistake your kindness for weakness. And that should get under your skin more than anything. Calling somebody a weakling just because they won't be shitty toward you or won't be shitty toward people. Come on now. Shoot, but I gotta move right along because I think y'all get the picture of that. It seems as if our people embrace more fuckery and more nonsense and try to make it into some type of culture thing. We really have to work on adjusting and changing a lot of our culture. And I don't give a damn what like a lot of you say, well, they ain't all black people, you just taking out the negative stuff, the negative stuff got to be taken care of. Shoot, if you can say that and then at the same time stereotype black men, you need to shut the fuck up. So anyway, all right. So you're a nice black man and boy, like that shit right there for some reason, is a death nail in like as far as the majority of the women. The hell you acting like a nice black man around a woman for? Oh, why are you opening doors? Like, why are you opening doors for them? Why are you saying nice things like, you look so beautiful? Oh my God. Why are you complimenting them? Shit like that. Because for the most part, many want to penalize you for being that way. Many want to penalize you from not just flat out saying, I'm gonna throw your ass up against the fucking wall and stick my penis inside of you. Which for the nice guy, it's not being mean when you say stuff like that. It's not being mean when you're trying to be the dominant figure in the bedroom. I wouldn't say it was very mean at all. But, the thing is like, let me tell you nice guys something. Because I've done this in the past and it was to my extreme detriment because it's like, wow, if I say something like this, I really fucking mean it. And it's like, it takes me more than what the average person would believe for me to say those 3 words. Do not ever, especially in the early stages of a relationship, I don't give a damn how nice you are. I don't give a damn how things are going. Unless she throws a severe hint or she says it first, do not ever in the talking stage or even somewhat of the dating stage tell a black woman, I love you. That is probably one of the dumbest fucking things you can do. I've done it in the past out of impulse. I've done it in the past because I felt like that is like the thing that I had to resort to in order to establish some kind of ground. And it failed most of the time. In fact, it got a negative reaction. You don't know me like that. Yeah. And then I'll try to say some shit like, well, love don't have a timetable. Boo, 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 But it seems to me that you will get a more positive response from women if you just basically say, hey, bitch, I want to stick my dick down your throat. Now, don't try that with everyone. I don't want you to end up in a pair of handcuffs that I don't want, especially at the job. But my point is, you don't have to exactly say that to establish some type of straightforwardness. Because see, those 3 words, I love you, I take those words very fucking seriously. And then when someone discards it like it ain't shit, then it just makes me that much colder. Like, I go down a few degrees, because it's like, oh, okay. But sometimes I'll be like, well, if I think back on the entire situation, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. Sometimes you say that to people who aren't worthy of it. The nice, good, heterosexual black man, your love is golden. Don't just be giving it away to any broad just because she has a cute smile. You know what I'm saying? Or bedroom eyes or something like that. Every woman does not deserve that just because you like them a little bit. You want to be nice. You want to show her that you love black women or any other fucking reason that you got to do it. Do not say those 3 words. Hold them back as long as you can. Because see, that's the ultimate act of kindness right now there. That's the ultimate act of niceness. And what did I say about this particular community right here? That shit does not work. They can get on YouTube, they can get on Facebook, they can get on Instagram all they want. Black man, you're awesome. They can do that all they want. But hey, you know what? If you give somebody long enough, they will show you who they really are. Too many brothers jump the gun. Too many brothers jump the gun. And end up fucking themselves up and then end up depressed and sad and then wondering why they can't do good with women. And the ultimate answer for a lot, if you ask a lot of guys who are good with women and, they need player from the Himalayas, guess what? One of the first things that they'll tell you, hey, player, well, I don't know if I can call you a player, but here's a statement. You are being too nice to these women. Or some type of other term they have for women. Like, you being too nice to these hoes. You being too nice to these bitches. You know, you're being too nice. What the fuck is being too nice? I swear to God, man. Like that shit really right there kind of, and I hate to use this word. I'm very careful when I use this word. This shit kind of embittered me. Cause I mean, you got all these motherfuckers out here causing stress, causing trouble. I mean, not only to women, but to society themselves. And you're seen in a negative light because you're nice. The fuck? Like, seriously, what's wrong with you fucking people? Oh my God. I mean, it just like, and I mean, like, for me, like, especially in the bedroom, I mean, being like, and I'm gonna have to tell you this. And I mean, like, this is not like, even like, cause like my other is different. You know what I'm saying? She's different from like some of the other women I've dealt with. And well, you know, that ain't necessarily always a good thing, but I mean, shoot, one thing I would notice about myself is, you know, it's like being like, even like, listen to me when I say this, it's like being somewhat degrading to a woman and being a dominant, you know, bedroom bully or something like that. Cause I've heard that term on Facebook. Shout out to my boy Pete. But I mean, that has got me a lot further with women than just being like a fucking gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't respect you when you're nice and you're a gentleman. You know, when you're just saying, hell, hey, I just like being around you. Oh, I love you. Yeah, that's the death knell right there. Because if a woman really loved you, she would show it. Seriously, they show it to enough fuck niggas. You ought to know what it looks like. Like, a lot of us nice guys, we refuse to see certain things because we want to give them the benefit of the doubt because we've been given this perfect world scenario by everyone. And it's bullshit. It is bullshit. Being nice to a woman, actually, like, especially in this community, it doesn't seem to work. Like, you'll end up looking more like an ass every fucking day than any type of champion for anything good. Your community doesn't like you when you're nice. The majority of black women don't like you when you're nice. I'm not saying that you have to destroy your integrity and the genuineness of your character. You know, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you have to adjust somewhat when you're in different situations. Like you have to adjust to having like sort of a different persona at home than you have at your workplace, your professional workplace. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. You're going to have to do the same thing with people. And you're also going to have to do the same thing with women. And like I said, if you are in the alphabet community and you're a black man and you're listening, this ain't necessarily for you. This kind of commentary isn't for you because, see, nice alphabet black men, for the most part, get a pass. So I'm not really saying this for you guys. You know, like that dumbass Funky Dineva. You know, the only reason why I know this nigga name is because my wife used to watch him. My other. You know what I'm saying? For a moment. But yeah, it's this motherfucker came out talking about some old men that play video games. You know, grown men should not be playing video games. Now, if I said something like grown men shouldn't be sucking dick, then hey, you know, they're gonna call me all kinds of phobic and shit. But you can come over here and mess with people who play video games with your dumb ass. But see, my thing is though, you guys make fun of people who play video games. But see, what are those black men doing while they're playing the video games? They're minding their own goddamn business. You know what you want me to do? Be out in the street slanging dope? Getting shot at? That's what you want? That again, like that really goes back to, you know, adhering to stereotypes. You know, I'm supposed to be this old cruel ass nigga I'm supposed to be this killer walking the street, this Billy badass and everything. I mean, and I could actually make the choice to be all of that. But, I'm not. I can only be myself. And if one of those characteristics are nice, then I'm sorry. You either accept me or you don't accept me. But I'm like one of the nicest guys for real, that will tell you to kiss my ass in a heartbeat. So don't mistake, like for real, with a lot of us, especially me, don't mistake my kindness for weakness. When I'm kind to you, it's a luxury. Because see, I don't like 95% of people. Seriously. You motherfuckers got some serious goddamn issues. So yeah, and as a whole of society, it's like, okay, you can't allow yourself to get programmed by what you see on TV and all these little perfect case scenarios where the good guy always wins. Because see, mainstream media television, like for me, is actually the opposite of reality. The good guy doesn't always win. The problem isn't always solved in reality as it is on mainstream media. The night, how you used to see those movies with the nice dorky guy. I mean, shit, everybody's picking on him, all the jocks, all the fucking assholes. They think they're shit. The women kind of look down on him, don't respect them. And then all of a sudden, it's like, all of a sudden he becomes cool and everything. Life like that doesn't exist. And then he ends up getting the girl in the end. Nope. No, not in this fucking community. So in society, it almost seems like evil wins. When it comes to mainstream media, they give you this fantasy that good prevails overall. And that's a goddamn lie. And for those of you who are indoctrinated to the point where, you think that the good guy's always going to win, prepare to be disappointed. People think being nice is weak. People think a straight black man being nice is super weak. Like, and I don't get it because, like, I would think that people would want to be nice or people want to be agreeable and kind to each other just because you don't want the stress of reality. Just because you don't want any trouble. So, I mean, and it's like, okay, I'm not really like a fan of unpacking or anything like that, or, showing any signs of like any real emotion. I mean, you have to do this YouTube thing with passion. So, but I believe in a bit of transparency for real, because I lost out so much at being a nice guy in my past. I mean, shit, like being a nice guy, and this is just what it comes natural to me. I don't have to, I don't have to be nice to anyone. I don't have to be like, but I do respect your boundaries as a human being. And that should be good enough for anyone, but unfortunately it isn't. That's the reality part of it. You know what I'm saying? People in general will mistake your kindness for weakness. And it's a damn shame because it's like, it's something that is, for me, it's made me a bit colder. Like I say, I went down a few degrees every time something like this happens. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie. I mean, being a nice guy for me sometimes, it kind of made me, I hate to put myself down. It kind of made me feel like a loser somewhat. Like, my peer group, which, I've had to change a couple times because, dumb niggas would say that, hey, Kev, you need to be more gangster with yours. You need to be more gangster. What the fuck does that even mean? I'm supposed to wear saggy pants and, I'm supposed to be bragging to y'all about how I be fucking the hoes and all the other shit. Like, fuck out of here with that. But the thing is, trying to change me, letting me know right offhand that you don't accept me for who I am. Trying to say that me being nice or being cool somewhat is a bad thing. And when I finally realized that's what it is. And I mean, like, I stopped feeling like a loser a while back. So y'all, you know, when I sense that's happening, I fucking erupt. I become someone else. I started seeing a little bit of red, you know, not all the way red. All the way red. That means that might turn into a red rum. I mean, I've never killed anyone, so don't take, you know, I'm speaking more figuratively. But it's a bad thing. You navigate in your own community and you're shunned for being nice. Isn't that some bullshit? It just seems like when you're a nice black man, you become everybody's bitch. And that right there is some of the most heinous shit. I mean, seriously, people don't respect you. It is like, what is respect anyway in 2024? Kowtowing? Begging for something that you won't get? So what is my suggestion? Because, you know, we talk about problems. We don't ever talk about solutions and everything, and none of you niggas are looking for solutions anyway. And like I said, you can argue with me about it if you got smoke from me because of this show or any show I've done. Smoke Show Sundays. Smoke Show Sundays. But see, the reason why a lot of people with grievances won't show up is because they know that I'm not really all that nice when it comes to certain things. You know, shaking in their boots. Oh no, he got a smoke show over there. Oh my God, can I leave the echo chamber? Shoot. But here's my suggestion. And I'm going to take a page out of the book of the Roger Report. Be a nice man. Be a nice guy. But be a ruthless nice guy. Do not give them an inch. Because every time you give somebody an inch, they want to take a fucking mile. Like, and be nice about it. Have the straightest look on your face, even crack a smile a little bit, and be as ruthless as possible while being nice. Because a lot of us are the monsters that this society created. A lot of us are the monsters that this community created. And this community needs to feel us. Period. Be a ruthless nice guy. Shit. You know the alternative? Being everybody's bitch. And I don't believe that's something any of you brothers want. Because white people, they won't respect you because they think they're going to get that smile, that shit-eating grin, that Kool-Aid smile. But then when you start to show some resolve for being a black person, then all of a sudden things just transform for them. They ought to be like, oh, I understand, which I don't even too much want to hear either. Or they'll have the attitude like, oh, he's one of those. They'll call you militant. I've been called militant by white people and black people. And it sickens me coming from black folks. Black people, be the bigger person. Get the fuck out of here. Why don't we start being cowards and start holding ourselves to standards and each other to standards? And then we can talk about being the bigger person. Shoot. Women, look, I would rather you say these 3 words than I love you. Because let me tell you something. I've said these 3 words and I've gotten way further than I love you. And those 3 words is, I wanna fuck. You would not believe the positive response you will get from I wanna fuck rather than I love you. When I got proof. Don't give up on being a gentleman. Just let them know, hey, you know what? This is a privilege that not too many people get. And if you fuck that up, you will never get it again. Try that with the next chump. In society itself, black men, instead of sitting up there like, oh my God, yay, if I were any happier, I'd be twins. Don't do that. Request when you die that they bury you upside down so the world can kiss your ass. Because due to everything I just told you, all of that shit applies. And what it equates to is you're being insulted on a daily basis because you are a heterosexual black man. What the fuck did you do to anyone? Seriously, think about that. If I offended something, if I crossed somebody, I understand. But for the most part, we on some ignorant shit, and that needs to stop. If it doesn't stop, God help us all. I'll just say that. So anyway, that's enough of me rambling for right now. I mean, I'm asking y'all to come back later for the smoke show. For those of you who are watching replay, that statement might confuse you, but I'm saying that for the people in real time or the subscribers that know that Smoke Show Sundays is late night Sundays here on this channel. Once again, thank you to the replay gang. Thank you to all of my subs, even the ones that don't engage. Thank you to the members. Thank you to the moderators, the live chat. You know, people in the live chat that come and, you know, they fucks with me for real. You know, those folks and your people in the clouds too. I know a couple of y'all are dunderheads, but hey, that'll all be fixed with time. Trust me. From a ruthless nice guy. Yeah. I mean, there is a self-accountability that comes with who I am and how I portray myself, but I am a product of my environment. Believe me, that is something that is inescapable. So be a ruthless nice guy. I mean, you can be nice all you want, but if you see or you observe anything that I discussed in this particular show, you can't say I didn't tell you so. And nobody likes an I told you so. So anyway, that's it for now. I really appreciate all of you for tuning in. All of you that give me views, likes, super chats, cash apps. You know, we're still, you know, we're almost there as far as the laptop fund. But, you know, anyway, look, Cash App is on the screen. You know, just help, you know, help me fund this so I can continue to deliver content. And you know, I have a passion for this anyway. So hey, you know, lack of funds on this particular platform never stopped me from delivering. But hey, it would be nice. But anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for listening. Being a nice black man just seems to me like it makes you everybody's bitch, and that's not a good thing. And I'm just, at the end of the day, the solution is just to adapt to the situation. Become a ruthless nice guy. And that's it. So anyway, thank you all. This is Kev. Long live the habitual line steppers, and Kev we trust. Don't give up, win, and peace out.